channel. Per usual, filming a couple of different videos simultaneously today, typical for the Speed Culture Studios. Got an installation video going on, but also typical Q50 weekend vlog. A couple other things we're doing to the Q50 that don't necessarily make a video on their own. So doing some multiple stuff, multitasking, driving around this morning though in this thing. You know, I always say the BMW feels fast, but I don't know, this thing feels pretty stout this morning too. Nice to drive this thing again after it being put up for a while. I'm pretty sure I could pick out this exhaust note anywhere out of any crowd, but it almost feels like I forgot what this thing sounded like for a little bit. Sounds so good. Before we get into the video though, I really wanted to just make a quick statement or give you guys an update. There's some big things happening with the channel. I can't tell you right now, but it will make itself, or they will make themselves very apparent here in the coming days. So stick around, some announcements, some things coming. But also, we are very quickly approaching 10,000 subscribers, which is super awesome. My original goal was to hit 10,000 subscribers by the first of the year, of 2020 to 2021. So December 31st, 2020, January 1st, 2021. That was the goal. It's going to be very, very close. I'm not sure we're going to make the goal, but nonetheless, 10,000 subscribers is a huge milestone for me. And as you know, I like to give back to this community because I appreciate your support more than you can imagine, more than words can express. So for that reason, when we do finally hit that 10,000 subscriber mark, I want to do a really big giveaway. I have two things in mind in terms of what I want to give away, and I'm trying to decide between the two, but no matter what the decision is, I'm pretty sure you all are going to like it, and I'm excited about it. So stick around. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you do subscribe, because we're going to hit that 10,000 subscriber point really quickly, and the time's flying. So we're going to get to that point faster than you know it, and you want to make sure you don't miss it. So subscribe, hit the bell, stay tuned, stick around. Good stuff coming up for the channel, good stuff coming up for the Q50, and a big giveaway coming for you all. Got to take care of a quick project for the wife real quick. It's going to require cutting some boards. I'm going to do that outside. Hate cutting wood in the shop. By the way, I wonder if you guys are interested in a little shop walk around video. I don't have a whole lot going on in here, but I wondered if you'd be interested in that. Let me know in the comment section below. But anyway, something I want to do with the Q this weekend is fix some of this vinyl wrap that I did for the chrome delete. This was my first attempt at vinyl wrapping anything, literally. So it looked really good. It's been on the car for almost 2 full years at this point. So there's some parts that are pulling away on the backside, so I'm getting some bunching. And I just want to redo it a little bit. I did the door handles too early on, and they're just kind of getting worn out. So I want to replace some of that. I think these splitters are going away, to be honest with you. So a couple of things I want to take care of this weekend. I got held up yesterday with some things, so getting back to work on this vlog, but I did post the video already. I wasn't sure what order it was going to come in, but we got the Z1 Motorsports subframe bushing collars installed yesterday, which is awesome. And then the wife had some different plans for me. So working on the car a little bit this morning, but also getting ready to jump on live with Jalisco's Carbon Fibers. Got a really awesome giveaway with for some mirror caps today on the live. So this is going to be kind of a bi-weekly, every other week thing with Jalisco's. So if you guys are interested in custom steering wheels, carbon fiber parts and pieces for Q50s or any other cars, make sure you check us both out on Instagram and stay up to date on what's going on, because you don't want to miss out. We got a lot of giveaways and stuff planned going forward, especially as the end of the year comes up. Some things in the works. So I'm going to jump on live here for just a bit, and then we'll get back to work on this weekend vlog, little small projects, blah, blah, blah. I guess this vlog's going to take place over a couple of weekends. Kept getting sidetracked. Whole week has gone by, and I've actually filmed and posted a couple other videos since starting this vlog. Nonetheless, taking some lunch or a lunchtime snack to my wife is a little bit of a surprise, but cool news, guys. I think we might have gotten a new channel sponsor. sent me a product to review, making an arrangement. Might be a pretty cool deal, so stay tuned, stick around and see what's up with that. My wife also happens to be a banker, so one of the reasons, aside from me being nice and taking her a little bit of a snack for lunch, is for me to pick up some cash. Still shopping for a vehicle. Hopefully I can come across something interesting this weekend. Again, if you guys have any ideas for what you'd like to see on the channel, or what a good daily driver project car would be for me, leave them in the comment section below. I'm getting a lot of great ideas from obviously 240s to 350Zs to Mini Coopers. I'm interested. Rear-wheel drive, manual transmission. That's kind of what's got my attention right now, but open. So leave them in the comments. Interested to see what you got. Stick around. So super close to the Mexico border. Just too bad I don't have my draggy with me. I'd love to get in a couple of pulls today. Concrete pavement. It's nice and hot. Optimistic towing. We might get you out, we might not, but I'm optimistic. Let's open this box here from our new channel sponsor. Pretty exciting time. Let's see what we got going on here. What kind of product they want us to take a look at and test out. Nothing else in the box, but what do we have here? It is a shop light. LED shop light. You can get this on Amazon. I'm sure I'll put links in the description. The company. So the company is Opolar or Opolar. I'm not really sure how to say it, but you can find them on Instagram. They seem to be a company that's kind of trying to get jump started. I checked them out. They have a website, so they're legit. They sent me the package out really fast, which is super cool. But they have a bunch of little unique gadgets and stuff. A lot of things like this, like fans that you can clip on, kind of RV style fans like that. Other coolers and drills, and obviously shop lights. So pretty excited to have them as part of the channel, and looking forward to testing this thing out. I actually already have an LED shop light, but this one feels really nice. It's heavy duty, adjustable. It doesn't feel flimsy at all. The LED light panels are actually a little bit larger, it looks like, than the current light that I have. It screws right into a socket, so easy installation. Look forward to testing this out. Probably won't be in this vlog. It'll be in the actual review video of this light. But looking forward to it, and glad to have these guys part of the channel. Made a quick trip out here to Mexico this morning, working on my launching a little bit. I'm getting both tires to spin, but that's the problem. We're spinning. Through two. Damn. And look at these. From the last try. It's good news that we're spinning both tires, but I'm sure you guys probably saw, or maybe you didn't see, my review of these Lexani LX20 tires. Great, I've said it a million times, great lateral grip. But there is absolutely no grip from a dig. This isn't the best pavement either, but still, I'd have a little higher expectations out of a 320 treadwear tire, but no bueno. The new tires on the way. So you can see where some of this vinyl wrap has, or finally in the garage, by the way, getting to some of these projects I had. You can see where the vinyl wrap has kind of started to pull up, and then it just caused a wrinkle. Instead of redoing this whole piece, because it actually looks decent except for the end here where it's pulled away, I'm a little annoyed with, but I'm just gonna heat it up, roll this back over the edge, and just have a clean edge. We'll take care of this later. I have the vinyl, I just don't feel like doing it. You ever have that? So just a little heat and it pulls away. Unfortunately, it did get a little brittle, so I have a couple little slices or little nicks in it. And I'm gonna try to heat it up, get it to stretch and smooth out a little bit, and hopefully we can hide those kind of, around the backside. Well, it's not as bad, but it's inevitable. We're gonna have to redo this eventually. So I got the big wrinkles out, but you can still see evidence here, smaller ones. Just the adhesive quality of the vinyl now after a year and a half of being on this car, almost 2 years. and rolling up, and I had fixed it once already. It just wasn't as sticky anymore, so it's just difficult to, come on now, focus here, there we go. It's difficult to, you know, get it to lay down and stick properly on the backside now when it's just not adhering like it should, or like it would when it's new. But again, those big wrinkles are gone. It doesn't look all that bad. It'll get us through another few weeks. But then we'll just pull her off and do it when I feel like it. Still digging the mirrors. If you follow me on Instagram, do it. If you don't, Speed Culture Studios, same deal. Typical Sunday today, washing the car, and she is looking good, boys. Sharp. I use this a lot. It smells delicious, but it's good for dark paint colors. It just makes it look a lot deeper. If you watched my detailing video a couple of weeks ago, I use that. Also like the honeydew foam, really good foam cannon, both of them, but this is kind of my go-to. And then in certain areas, I'll show you next, I use the black light, which is the, you know, this is the shampoo or the soap, and then this will be kind of like the finishing polish. It's not even a polish, it's more of a wax sealer. It applies really easily and it buffs off super easy. I mean, that's when you get this kind of stuff, glass. So I like to use it on the hood and the deck lid. I also did it on the mirrors because, you know, I want to protect those. And then another area is the spoiler. I'm trying to protect the spoiler as best I can, just because, you know, carbon fiber in the sun doesn't do all that well, especially in the southern sun. With that same black light finishing sealer or wax stuff, and again, you get this type of finish with it. It's so deep. So if you have like a dark blue or gray, I mean, you technically could use it on anything. You probably wouldn't use it on a white car, but it just works best on black or red or blues. It just brings the depth out. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's just sweet. I also use it on my taillights. So these taillights are done with VHT nightshades. I did a video on it a long time ago, but it didn't get a lot of views, so I just took it down. I don't like super dark taillights. I know a lot of people don't like tinted taillights, but I don't like them super dark, but I also can't stand bright red taillights, which Infiniti used on these cars, and it's just nasty and obnoxious and gross. So I had to tint these. I know that I can get the VHT a lot shinier than vinyl, so that's why I went that route. What I did was wet sanded just a little bit, just to give the lenses a little bit of bite. And then it's 4 coats of VHT nightshades, a light first coat, and then 3 regular coats on top of it. And then it is wet sanded with 1500 grit sandpaper until it's perfectly smooth, like just there's no orange peel at all, just perfectly smooth. And then 6 coats of a high gloss clear, and then wet sanded again with 2000 grit again until it's perfectly smooth, and then polished with a finishing polish, and then waxed and waxed and waxed and waxed. And then once that wax kind of wore out and I finally got that Chemical Guys Hydrocharge ceramic coat, that went on there, and now I also wax them with that that black light sealer, and they're just glossy as shit, so I love them. It's in the garage right now, so they look dark, but when it's out in the sun does penetrate the lens and still has a red, the red tone, but they're also really bright. They don't hinder the brake lights or the tail lights whatsoever. But a lot of people have asked in the Facebook groups and stuff about tinting taillights, and some people vinyl wrap them. Again, I can get the VHT nightshades a lot glossier, make them look more of an OEM plastic finish than you can with that vinyl. And vinyl's tough because there's a lot of contour on these lights, so I prefer the VHT. But if you have questions about that process, even though I just discussed it, leave them in the comments section below and I'll guide you through it, or check in with me on Instagram and I'll explain the steps too. Helped somebody recently do it and it turned out great. So it is a lot of work, but that was 2 years ago that I did that, and they look brand new, and it's just keeping up with it, just like your paint on your car. You know, if you do it properly, you prep properly, and then you do all the steps and you don't skimp, and you trust the process, they come out really great. and I dig it. And you can do 3 coats. The reason I do 4 is super dark, but if you're wet sanding until it gets perfectly smooth, it really cuts through that tint, and then that's when you start getting the red coming through. But it evens out all of those layers of the tinted spray, which is essentially just a tinted clear. That's how it works. But it cuts down those layers, so it makes it not so dark. So again, you just trust the process. But again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'll get to them. I'm not sure what else we're doing today, but I guess we'll just continue this video. One thing I did want to do is add a little bit of a support here to the center of this lip. I don't want to say it's sagging, but there is a little bit of a droop here over time. And I finally got myself some hardware to make that happen. So I'm going to do that today. Also, I'm going to back it up just a little bit to give myself a little bit of room. But first, yes! I think you guys will be into this stuff, so I wanted to show you quick here on this vlog. It worked out perfect. Man, I got to sharpen my knife. First, we have, what do we have here? These are just some little things that I've always had my eye on that I thought I'll test out, let other people kind of know my thoughts, and maybe it'll be something to be interested in, maybe not. They make LED versions of these, but I heard they die right away, so I'm not wasting money on those. These are just a little infinity symbol cup holder silicone things. You set them down in your cup holder, it'll keep things from vibrating in there, and it's just kind of a cool little touch. Cool. I think this would be nice. I actually feel pretty decent. They're maybe a 1/4 inch, maybe an 1/8 inch thick, something like that. Cool. What do we else have? What else do we have? Proper English would be good. Ah, yeah. I forgot I ordered these. I have something else coming too, but it's not going to be here until like the 9th. A couple days. Wednesday. These are infinity valve stem caps. They actually look pretty nice. They're super light, so I can't imagine the quality's all that good. I mean, they feel lighter than a normal valve stem cap, but we'll put these on. But they kind of look neat. We're just infinity fanboys right now. These I think they'll be more interested in than anything. Now there's mixed reviews on these, and I wanted to get them to see if I could remedy the issue myself. They're actually packaged quite nice. Little magnet box. Surprising. Can you tell what they are? I've been wanting these for a while, but the mixed reviews had me hesitating. They are the smoked sequential turn signals for the back bumper. These replace the reflectors that are back there that don't do anything except reflect. I tinted mine, but I want these. The problem is, from what I've seen, at this portion here, it shouldn't be, the lens should actually follow this, the backing plate. But there's this big gap here, and that pushes it out on the end, so I'm a little bit worried about fitment. Because that's where other people have had their complaints too. But we'll check them out. We'll get them installed today, and I'll let you know. But those are dope. I'm excited about these. All right, moving on. I gotta vacuum this thing. There we go. Yeah, they actually fit perfect. I don't know. It might be a little cheesy, but for $8, who cares? It's a little bit of a cool touch. And we got valve stem caps. The only thing here is if you get these on too tight, because they're round and smooth, you might never get them off. So, but actually it looks pretty cool. Gotta clean these wheels too. If Amazon's good for anything, it's finding cheap accessories for your car. So I'll put links in the description below if you guys want these. So the car's up in the air on one side, obviously, so it's kind of hard to tell, but there's just a slight sag. Even looking at it, it's not really that bad. It's almost not even bad enough to do anything. But the hardware I got Look at how rough that is. The hardware I have is just going to be basically a bolt in a spacer of some kind to keep it solid. And I'll probably put it right in this area here, right in the center, maybe a little further back than center, just to lift that up, which will level out the front. The hardware I got, it was just a kind of a mixture of some things. Oh, I got these for the BMW, I forgot. BMW is gone, okay. So I got a couple different lengths of bolts because I wasn't sure. So they range from 2 inches, 2.5 inches, up to 3 inches. I think we're probably gonna end up using the smaller one. So I actually already had a few of these guys, which I was gonna maybe use some hose, but I think it just has to be black so you can't see it. So I think a couple of these just stacked on top of each other with a bolt running through the middle, I think it'll be enough. It's nice to have a bunch of random stuff laying around your garage. So I'm a pack rat, but this is exactly why. So I just ran a bolt through this and we essentially threaded the spacer. So it's only going to take one. I thought maybe we would need two, but it just needs to go up very, very little. And there's very little gap. So I'll run a drill bit through the plastic pieces. I think I have to take that under shield off. Run the bolt up, thread this on in the middle, throw a washer on top, and a nut, and we should be good. I honestly can't tell if it's better or not, but at least it's supported and it's not going to sag anymore. So I probably could have shortened the spacer a little bit and brought it even higher, but it'll do. All right, we're gonna install the smoked sequential rear signals that replace just the regular old reflectors in your rear bumper. If you're not familiar, we are just replacing these guys here. These are just reflectors. Sorry that one was a little random, guys, but we got a bunch of stuff done over the last couple of weekends. Got these new sequential taillights and installation video on that coming up shortly. I don't want to include all of that in this video, just get a little too long. But if you have any questions, glad to answer them. Links in the description. Thank you guys very much for following along. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Good stuff coming.